Hey everybody, Mike here again. Welcome back to the pit lane. Just got a couple things that I wanted to work on the BMW today, and I thought I'd just bring you guys along for it because one of them is going to be pretty interesting, and it's going to involve my oven upstairs. So hopefully I don't get kicked out of the house for trying to put car parts into our just normal oven and don't mess anything up. The other thing is it's still ridiculously cold in my neck of the woods, so I got to get the first thing going on this. Just got the little space heater. I know it doesn't really do anything, but it makes me feel better. So you got to take those chances in life and take your little pluses. But all right, let me show you what we're going to do today. So the main thing I wanted to work on today is I have these aftermarket halos that the camera doesn't really pick up, but you can kind of see them on the outside. They're just LEDs. On this side, they stayed really nice, and we cleaned the plastic when we first got the car. I was able to clean the inside too when I was installing those. The issue is over here on this side. So the halogen or the xenon light lost its halo a little bit. It's just little stickers that hold it, so hopefully I'll find a better way to do it. It's still good on this side, but this one's a little bit foggier than that side because I actually cleaned off the inside, had the forethought to do that. So we're gonna have to pull this out, and this whole entire fixture, once I get it out, is what's going in the oven, and I'll explain that in a minute. But the other thing I wanted to do is I have some other fluids and other diagnostics that I want to do with the car. So let's get that quick stuff out of the way so we can get to the meat of today's project. So with the minor maintenance out of the way, what are you doing, Oak? Hi. Yeah, you wanna help me with the light? It's right here. It's this light. You gonna get the bolt? You gonna get the first bolt? No? Okay, thank you. So with the minor maintenance done for today, if I have time, I'm gonna run to the auto parts store and get a few more things that I need to clean out and show you some more of it if we get to that. But if not, this is the main project of today, to get this bad boy out. So let's just get started on it. What is that? I'm gonna go get my extender. Kind of a flex joint. That's what I really have for this size of the 1/4 Or what size is this? No, let me lie to you guys. 1/4. But look at this little plastic piece. It's just stuck in there. How are we gonna get this out? I have no idea. Alright, so that bolt connection is the car alive? So that bolt connection is in the toaster oven, which I guess my kitchen has just become part of the garage today, which is fantastic. But I found another socket that is a 3/8 that is good because I actually have extenders for that are normal. So I'll be able to pull it out a little easier. So let's see what we can do. Oh yeah. That's the wrong way, isn't it? That is one headlight with a halo. That's chicken. So let's go reassess the temperatures that this needs to go into, and let's cook us a headlight. So now we're up in the kitchen. I don't think you guys have really been up here before. I don't think you guys would be up here very much after this, but we're preheating the oven right now to about 250. And then we're gonna cook this bad boy for about 8 minutes. And the point of that is because there is a glue on the seam here of the lens the whole entire way through. And if you try to pull that off without getting some temperature on it, you're basically just fighting yourself the whole entire day. One headlamp coming up. All right, let's try it. 8 minutes. So let's see what we're cooking up. Ooh, that's a different one. All right, let's see what we cooked up here today at Cake Boss. Ooh, it's a headlight is what it looks like. Ooh, yeah. That's a nice looking headlight. And then to prove that we made it completely out of cake, we're just gonna try to cut it in half. It's a real headlight. So now that we got the headlight all nice and warm, you should be able to go in here and pull the lens off itself. Just kind of work around, pull it off. And don't forget to pull out your turning signal. So you just spin it and it pops out like so. Leave that off to the side. And then there will be 2 bolts. One's right here, one's back here. They're T20s, like such. Take that one out. And then there's another one right here. Pop that one out. And then you just kind of work around the lens, trying to get the goo off of it at the same time. It's going to be tricky, but we're going to persevere and get through. Also, I already ran the wires for the fuse boxes and the plastic trim with the halogen or the halos trying to pull away. So I just made a cut in the halogen replacement lens on the top, and you can just take that off and lets the wires free. And you just keep working around, pulling it all off. My clips are going with the clips because I broke them when I first did this. And it comes off like such. Ooh-wee. Looks like some good spaghetti cheese or something. A big old slice of pizza. Cheese analogy, you guys. Cheese analogies. We don't have a good jokes here. Then pull the lenses through, or the wires for the halos. That's good mozzarella stick. So leave that there on the bottom. And then there'll be 2 pieces of plastic you got to take off. There'll be the one on this side, and then the plastic piece that holds the housings that keep the lights looking all nice and pretty. Those are again going to be T20s. There should be 4 of them. I already lost one. So there's 3 right here. Take those off. And should work itself out. Cool. And this is for the facelifted BMWs for the 3 or the E46. So it has a different setup for the pre-facelifted to get this turning indicator out. Hi, I'm filming. How are you guys? Both my dogs just showed up. And then, what are you doing, Unc? Let's get the other 3 bolts, or 2 bolts to be exact. Grab that one. And that one wants to get away from me. Grab it. And then the last piece of plastic should come out that you will place the halos onto. And as you can see, this one already wants to fly away. So we just push that into place. The halogen Little guy popped out. It should just go back in to place. You're gonna have to fuss with it for a little. Pops back in. Make sure the halos are sitting right. Now, the kit that I bought for these is really nice so far, and it's done everything that I would expect out of it. It comes with little sticky pads that you would see on a wall hanger, but I reinforced mine off camera with some duct tape to give it a better chance of holding on. And it looks like it's there. Give it a nice little shake, move it around. It's not coming off, it's staying on there. So I'll just give it a double tap to make sure it's the best possible chance of staying. And then the reassembly is basically the same of how we took them off. So I'll do a little speed through on that. So everything's back together. For this itself, we just got to put it back with the other side of the housing. And you're going to want to make sure to run your lines through to put it out through the halogen replacement. So let me do that quickly. And I was lucky enough to work quickly, so the heat should still be there from when we took it apart. I want to slide the breaker side in first and then let the rest of it smoothly come in. Make sure all your clips are out of the way. If you haven't broken them like I have, you want one here, one here, one here, and then one on the bottom, which is the only one I have that isn't broken yet. And then just squeeze her together. And if it's not going as smooth or as cleanly in as you would like, you can put it back into the oven. Oh, there's another clip here I haven't broken. Here's the fourth one. You can put it back into the oven, heat up that glue a little, but just be careful that your halos are pointed up the whole time of reconstruction so that you can put it back together and not have to do this process again. I would love to have a heat gun right now. And then you have the two T20 bolts to go here and here again. This one's got a bunch of glue on it already, so I keep putting it in the same housing. And they do a little bit of work to help pull it back together too. And then the last one is right here. And then you take your halogen replacement bulb container, cut a little slit in the top like such, line it up with your lines. And close that bad boy shut. And then press it in a little bit more. I might have to throw it back in the oven to get this top seam completely done. But there we go. Halos are installed on the light. If you haven't done this yet, then you just do the exact same process on the other side. I'll reinstall this, and then I already have the lines going through, but I'll quickly discuss how I did that. Alright, so we got her back in. It looks so much cleaner and so much better. I was just so happy I got to wipe this down because it was so much foggier than the other side. It's not great. Like I said, I should have got new lenses, but now they look exactly the same. As for the wiring for it, you have the two connectors coming out of the halogen replacement. Then you got two connectors right here. They run down the side of the car. And then you come into this little cavity. There will be a fuse that comes with it, and then you have to ground it to the car in some facet. I just decided to put it on here. You should really put it onto here, which is a different ground, and I think it's actually supposed to be a technical ground for the system, but the gauge didn't fit. Then you come down here and you cut a little slot in this grommet. You run that through the car itself. After that cut in the grommet, you come down here, move some of this stuff and the carpeting. It will be on the other side. You pull it through and you open up the glove box, and then there'll be two little flests that you hit on one side. There's the first one and the second one. Pull this down and your fuse box will come with it, and then I just have it tied in right there, and you just send the other one to another ground and it will be good to go. So kind of a little bit of how-to on this one and a little bit of me correcting past mistakes I had, but regardless, appreciate you guys watching again, and until next time. Come on guys, you really thought I was gonna leave you hanging like that? Here's the final product. It just gives it just a different level to this car. I absolutely love them. Let me show you what it looks like with the hood down. And let me take the big That's what it looks like when I'm just cruising down the street. Are you absolutely kidding me? Look at the color of these. Oh my god, I might be in love.